萨密云无点一一轮光百代虚空上耀山中神奇精人人居住非归因能热红和会放大金顶黄牙热热上一株真相本自然黄庭让你起心
Hi, my name is Karine Martin. My Chinese name is Jing Xiu, and I'm a Taoist nun. I'm currently studying a PhD in the Cultural and Religious Studies Department, focusing on Taoism. And I also live in Fuying Xingkun, a Taoist temple in Fanling, near the university. What I like about Taoism is that it's focusing both on two important aspects of life, which are the body and the mind. And I feel that it's an aspect that is very different from maybe other religions, where some might focus on the body, some might focus more on the mind. But Taoism is much more, I feel, a broader in a way. And that's why I got interested in Taoism. It's also, I feel, a very ancient culture and tradition with a very wide range of scriptures. So to study it, you have then access to a wide range of materials. And also, as it's a living tradition, you can also have access to the teachers that can guide you into Taoism. I came to Xi'an, and the Shanxi province, which is an important place for Taoism. And I took a master, I became a disciple, and I learned from him. I was at the time in England doing research in neuroscience. That was my job. And so I was very interested in trying to understand, what we are made of, and where our thoughts come from. So that's why I went into neuroscience. But then one day I got introduced to the British Taoist Association, and they were running a meditation class. And through meditation, I actually perceived the structure and the pattern of the mind. We take 5 vows, which are not to steal, to not kill, not to drink alcohol, not to have sexual activities, and not to lie. I don't feel that there's been any sacrifice, because everything that I've done was something that I wanted to do. If it wasn't something that I wanted to do, it was something that was necessary for me to achieve something else. For example, I must admit that it was very difficult to leave France or Europe when I decided to come to China, and it was very difficult to leave my friends and my family at the time. But I don't consider that a sacrifice. I did it because I really wanted to study the Tao in China. So it was difficult, but also it was very rewarding, because then I got to achieve my dream in a way. You can enter Taoism at different levels. You can just step in and be interested in, from time to time, reading Taoist scriptures, or going to the temple, or reading about the Taoist philosophy. That's one step. You can choose to make it a more important part of your life. Then you will choose, for example, to take a master, and at home to practice meditation, or to read more regularly the scriptures. That will become a part of your life. Or you can go a step even further, which is to devote your life entirely to this pursuit. So there are different levels, and there is nobody who would ever judge people according to the level they enter in, which means that every level is just right. I'm just much more relaxed and kind of at ease with things, And it's not to say that before I wasn't. or that before I wasn't happy. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that I reached a deeper level of understanding about things in life. So I chose neuroscience to better understand myself and the world, and now I'm choosing Taoism to do so. So both actually have the same aim, which is to get a deeper understanding of the world we live in and the body we live in. And why do we try to get a better understanding of those things? Is that we can feel happier into our body and into our world. So in neuroscience, you try to understand the brain so that then you can make up some medicine that will cure disease. And in Taoism, you try to better understand your mind and your body so that you will also be able to cure yourself and transform yourself until you get to a state where you are at ease with everything. My first master is Huang Shizhen, and he gave me a name, Taoist name Jing Xiu, which is actually the Jing. This first character is the 32nd character of the Longmen lineage poem. The founder, CUHK, when he founded the lineage, created a poem, and then each generation of disciple would choose a different character. So mine is the 32nd character. So my name is Jing, and my master chose Xiu as the second character, so Jing Xiu. What I learned from him was how to live in a temple, the rules and regulations, and how to adapt to this way of life, and how to deal with things in a peaceful way. And then I had a second master, Zhenzong Chuan in Wuhan, with whom I learned how to practice the rituals and read the scriptures. And then I had the third master, Liu Yuantong in Yunnan, Weibaoshan, with whom I learned how to practice meditation and how to circulate the qi in your body so that you are always in a good health. In the West, very few people actually know that Taoism is a religion. Many people only know about the philosophical aspect of it. And even fewer people know about the fact that it can also be a monastic religion. So that's why I wanted to speak about that. And I feel that a monastic tradition, it's very important because it gives the opportunity to people to actually entirely devote their life to the study of Taoism. It's very difficult to find actually Taoist texts that are being translated. Very few, like the Taoist canon contains 1,600 texts or more, or 1,700 according to the way you count, and only 0.5% of those texts have been translated. So people in the West don't have access to the Taoist teachings. They can't have because it's all written in Chinese. So how can you make a religion or a culture known to the world if you don't translate the texts that actually describe that culture? So that's my project, or that's my dream. I don't know how I will do it. I don't know if I can do it, but I wish that it was done.